If you're a small business owner, you know the feeling. The holiday season, it can feel like a giant tidal wave is about to crash down on you. But what if that wave wasn't something to survive, but a massive opportunity you could actually ride? Well, today, we're going to break down the strategy to do just that, to manage the chaos and completely master the holiday rush.
And this quote right here, it just nails the feeling, doesn't it? This isn't just one busy weekend. Oh no. It's a month-long marathon of crazy high emotions from your customers and from your team. It is a relentless wave, and it can absolutely pull you under if you're not ready for it.
So that's the big question, right? How do you get on top of it? And let me tell you, the answer isn't just about working longer hours or surviving on a diet of caffeine and pure willpower. It's about a fundamental shift in how you see the entire season.
And that big shift? It starts right here. The first, and honestly the most crucial thing to get your head around, is that this holiday surge is not a surprise. It happens every single year. It's a predictable pattern. And that predictability, that is your single greatest advantage.
You know, this slide really breaks down the two paths you can take. On the left, you've got reacting. That's just crisis mode. You're caught off guard, you're scrambling for everything. But on the right, you're responding. That's what happens when you see the pattern. You anticipate, you plan, you move with intention, not just desperation.
The moment you start treating the rush as a known event, preparation stops being a chore and it becomes your secret weapon. You're not guessing anymore. You're not just hoping for the best. You're executing a real plan with confidence. And that one little shift changes absolutely everything.
Okay, so with that new mindset, where do we start? You have to fortify your foundation. We're talking about the core systems your business runs on every day, because come the holidays, those systems are going to be pushed to their absolute limits.
Take inventory, for instance. Get this wrong, and you've either got empty shelves when people are trying to buy, or you've got a stockroom packed with unsold stuff and your cash come January. So you've got to be proactive. Look at what sold like crazy last year. Talk to your suppliers now. Line up a backup, just in case, and be brutally honest with yourself about how much you can actually produce if you're making your own goods.
But your physical stuff is only half the battle. Let's talk about your hardest working employee. The one that never, ever sleeps, your website. During the holidays, people are researching it all hours of the night. Your digital storefront is their first impression, and it needs to be ready for its close-up.
Think of this as your silent customer service. Simple things, right? Like having your holiday hours correct, making sure your site works perfectly on a phone, making the checkout process dead simple. All these little details remove friction and build trust before a customer even thinks about walking in your door.
This is why you've got to streamline everything behind the scenes. That slightly disorganized stockroom or that slow payment machine, it might be a minor headache in October, but in December, that tiny little crack becomes a giant canyon. It's a bottleneck that costs you sales and completely burns out your team. Now is the time to fix those cracks.
All right, once your foundation is rock solid, you can focus on where small businesses truly get to shine. This isn't about trying to compete with the big box stores on price. No way. This is about winning on the customer experience.
You have to remember, your customers aren't just buying a product. They're stressed, they're rushed, and they're looking for a little bit of relief. Your business can be that moment of calm in their storm. You're selling an experience of ease just as much as you are a physical thing.
And here's how you do it. Look, these are not complicated things. A real smile, prices that are easy to see, staff who can answer a question before it's even asked, an environment that feels calm, not chaotic. These are the little details that turn a transaction into a memorable interaction. That's what builds real, lasting loyalty.
So, we've fortified the systems, we've mastered the customer experience, but who is it that actually delivers that experience? Well, it all comes down to your most important resource, your people. We have to talk about managing their energy.
This right here, this is the unique superpower of a small business. That genuine human connection is your competitive advantage. It's what people are craving during a crazy, hectic season, and your team is the one on the front lines delivering it. And that leads us to maybe the most important question a business owner can ask this whole season. Your team is absorbing all the stress, managing all the demands, and creating that positive vibe. If they burn out, the entire system just collapses. You've got to manage their energy with intention. First, make sure everyone knows exactly what they're responsible for. It cuts down on so much confusion. Second, start each day with a quick 5-minute huddle. Get everyone on the same page, solve problems before they blow up, and maybe most importantly, manage your own energy.
A calm, grounded leader creates a calm, grounded team. It all starts with you.
Okay, finally. It is so easy to think the race is over on December 24th. But the week after Christmas? That is a massive and often totally overlooked opportunity. The pressure is off, sure, but the work isn't done. This is when you lock in all the loyalty you just built. Handling returns with grace, getting feedback from your team while everything is still fresh in their minds, and planning for January. That's how you keep the momentum going. This period right here sets the stage for a strong start to the new year.
And really, that's the bottom line. With some intentional planning across your systems, your customer experience, and your team's well-being, the holiday season completely transforms. It stops being an onslaught you have to survive, and it becomes the moment for your business to really show off what makes it so special.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. That wave is coming. It always does. But this year, you can be ready to ride it. So, think about it. What makes your business truly exceptional, and how are you going to show that to every single customer who walks through your door this season?